What's up, this is Squad2448 with American Trucks and Later video, and today we'll be hauling a crane here with this Peterbilt sleeper to Bakersfield, California. We'll be hopping on the inside of the Peterbilt, we'll be turning it on, and this job will be paying just around $10,500 here in-game, which is a pretty good amount for us. We'll kind of turn it on and we'll get rolling here. I'm very excited to be back here in American Truck Sim, very highly requested video, and I'm very excited to be hauling a new crane, which is pretty cool. One of the first times I'm hauling a crane in the game, so it looks like we will kind of have to pull out from over here. We'll have to be pretty careful. As you guys can see, it's a very wide load and it is one nice looking crane. Take a look at that. It looks like the little boy might get caught up here on the higher ground, but we should be able to kind of accelerate. Looks like we are scraping just a little bit on that soil, but that is one pretty large crane, which is pretty cool. So we kind of cleared that. We hopping back here on the inside view, and we'll kind of be making our way over to Bakersfield, which is a pretty far away place. We definitely have to kind of slow down, pull forward here, especially since it's pretty hard to see traffic, and it looks like we are clear both ways. And I would like to thank you all for the continued support on the daily content. I really do enjoy doing daily farm sim videos, and especially featuring different games on the channel, especially on the weekends for the second video. So we'll be taking a left up here in complete stop, feel the setback of the vehicle. We'll kind of inch forward here since we cannot see past the fence, but we aren't able to go, especially since there's some traffic coming both ways. So it looks like this way is good, and nope, there's a semi-truck. We do not want to pull out in front of that, so we'll kind of let that pass, and we'll have to wait for a lot of traffic to go by. We'll switch the digital to the speed, which is very helpful. I do like using that, and we'll be kind of making our way over. It looks like we will probably have to be going left up here, so we'll kind of switch over now. I always like to be in the preferred lane right before we do need to make any turns. It's a lot easier than kind of moving over lanes, especially at intersections where it's pretty busy. But this Peterbilt has a very nice interior view. I am also looking into many different semi-truck mods, which should be pretty cool for us. Since we'll be turning here, I will just get off the acceleration, kind of ease into the braking so that we do not kind of have to brake very hard and possibly even end up damaging anything or the load shifting. So it looks like we will have to take this left, and there is a little bit of traffic, so we will have to be careful for that. I am using the Logitech G29 steering wheel. It's a very nice wheel, very realistic for movements here with the wheel. As you guys can see, I really do like it. Really fluent turning, which is pretty cool, and I have the pedals, which is very realistic. So we are good to go. We'll kind of make our way over, and we'll also indicate to kind of move over to the kind of slow lane, especially since we are going on a turn, which this will actually be very helpful for us, especially since we will be making a very wide turn and somebody is trying to pass us. So hopefully the trailer does not go too close into their lane. Looks like the trailer is, so you always do not want to pass anybody with a very large trailer on turns. It looks like we are struggling to get up this hill, but I mean, it's a very heavy crane. Take a look at the crane for a second time. It's a pretty large one of the coolest cranes I have seen in a while, and we actually will be using a crane very soon in Farm Sim, which should be pretty cool. We do have to watch the right side, making sure we are not going to scrape the wall. You guys can see in ahead of us, that's a Chevy Camaro. Then in front of that is a Ford Crown Vic. That is pretty cool. And then you have a police car over there. But take a look at these bridges, guys. Helicopter flying above. I really do like all these pretty cool things going everywhere. But next up, we actually have to take a look for the height. Usually I don't think you have to worry in this game, but in real life you do have to watch the heights of the buildings, everything like that. So we'll be getting up to speed. This is one very high up bridge, which is pretty cool. You guys can see, take a look at that waterway. I just checked, we have just about 200 miles left in today's haul, which is a pretty long distance for us, and we're still gaining speeds. But take a look at that, we are going into a tunnel, which is pretty cool. Take a look at that pretty small tunnel. I will be getting off the acceleration since you do not need to be on it, and we'll slowly get on the brake to maintain 55. And get back on the acceleration because we do need the speed and momentum, and we were just a little bit over, but we slowed down at least a lot. So take a look at that, speed limit is now 65, so we'll kind of get up to that and continue, and we have tolls, so we cannot kind of skip those. So it looks like we will have to take a look at that. Looks like we do not have to pay the tolls, which is very helpful. Almost looked like we had to, but we'll kind of get up to the speed limit. Looks like we are taking this turn right over here. We are going way too fast. I do not want to roll over, and sometimes you do have to be very careful, especially with heavy loads. Looks like we are okay for merging. You do want to turn all the way over, and we are already turning off. So I mean, pretty fast movements all the way around. So you just have to be prepared. And always, I would say, when you do have a heavy load like this, plan out your route. That will be very helpful for you, and knowing exactly where to kind of turn. And you would definitely know ahead. So it looks like our mirror is causing us a few problems with seeing. Looks like we are good that way and this way, which is good. I always do want to double check just by inching forward just a little to make sure that we are clear. That turn there was very good. It is challenging with a very wide load, heavy load especially, since I believe when we were getting on the acceleration there, we started to kind of roll back slowly, which is not good, but we made it through there, which was perfect. And I think we'll probably stop here for gas. We'll definitely get on the turn signal and on the brake. We'll have to come here definitely on the sidewalk just a little bit. I do not like doing this, but with the larger trucks just like this, we'll have to turn pretty wide. And looks like we are actually doing a pretty good job maneuvering this trailer, which is very helpful. And we do have to watch that side as we pull forward. We'll turn it off here. I do like getting the gas. It's very helpful. Make sure that all of our trucks equipment is always full. So as you guys can see, we have 139,000. That's a lot, and I think it's time for us to buy some trucks. So let me know down below in the comments what we should buy. We'll turn it back on. You always have to turn it off when refueling. We'll get our turn signal on, and we do have to watch this one. So there's a sign right there. There's a truck coming. There's also a car coming, but I cannot see that way. So this will be a little tricky. Looks like this mirror is blocking us, but there's a car there. Is there one coming? Very hard to see because the mirror is not positioned right, and looks like we are good there. So it is always challenging, especially when you have mirrors that could cause blind spot problems, but there is a lot of blind spots, so you do have to be pretty careful for that. This Peterbilt though has been doing a really good job today. It's been hauling it pretty well. We do have the flags out on it, which is pretty realistic. And we do have the oversized load, and it looks like somebody is kind of behind us. They can't really pass us, and the speed limit is 55, so we'll have to climb up to 55. But take a look at all of that, guys. Windmills, a pretty cool desert, and you have power lines above. Looks like a Kenworth is passing by. That's a pretty cool truck right there. And like I was saying earlier, guys, I would like to thank each and every one of you for the continued support. I'm very excited for all the daily content coming to the channel, and I'm very excited about the snow season with snow plowing, pretty cool snow blowing, everything like that, and a lot of very cool things. You guys will be seeing more mod releases, everything. So stay tuned, and I do thank each and every one of you for all of the support. So we are just up to 55, and it looks like we are coming up here to an kind of highway intersection, but we'll be going right through, which will be pretty nice. Alright, we'll be making our way right over here to this highway. It did come up very fast on us. We'll have to watch it. Looks like we did a pretty good job there turning. We have to turn really wide with a pretty large trailer like this. And it looks like traffic is clear, but you always have to double check multiple times. Looks like this car is going to let us go, which is very nice of them. And we'll continue down the highway. We'll be turning off the highway up here, so we'll be indicating, and I did set a cruise for 55, but I did take that off once I did notice that we will be turning off the highway, and I'm slowing down a lot, but if we do slow down too much, we might have a problem with accelerating, especially since the crane is very heavy. It has a lot of weight to kind of offset whatever it's lifting, everything like that. That car drove by pretty fast. We do have to be pretty careful. Kind of get on the acceleration here. Looks like we are good both ways, and we will just have to watch this turn here with the trailer, especially since we did not have much room, and looks like we did a pretty good job there. We've been doing a good job all day long in the past few videos, towing really good with these long trailers, and I do like using the steering wheel. So let me know down below in the comments, guys, should we do a video using this as a wheel cam, where I get a camera to kind of set it up. It looks pretty cool. So the speed limit here is 55. Not exactly sure if the speed is really 55. Looks like those semi-trucks are going the same speed as we are, so I mean, we look like are going in the correct one. We'll get our indicator on kind of right away, since it looks like there will be a few sharp turns coming up and we need to slow down. And the speed also just dropped to 35, so we'll slow down the truck. And we'll be taking this right in. It looks like we brought it over here to the port, which is pretty cool. So we'll be turning in here, and then we'll be making the next left, so we'll have to watch it. Looks like we are perfectly fine there. A little close, but we overall did a pretty good job. And we'll turn over here. And then we will finally turn for the last time to the right, almost kind of at a near collision with that corner, but we did a pretty good job. We'll kind of turn in here and take a look at that, guys. Today was very successful. We got to haul this pretty awesome truck and this crane, which was very heavy. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and subscribe for more.